The Galactic Council spent 3 standard cycles analyzing the species from Sol 3. Our simulations were flawless. Our tactical data was absolute. We concluded that humans were fragile, soft-skinned bipeds who relied entirely on primitive kinetic weapons. They had no natural armor, no venom, no sharp claws. So, when the Vanguard fleet captured General Marcus Vance of the Terran systems, we expected him to break. We expected to see what every other conquered species showed us when facing extinction: raw, unfiltered fear. But our data forgot one critical variable. You cannot analyze a shadow until you turn off the lights. The interrogation chamber on the flagship Vanguard's Pride was designed to crush the psyche. It was suspended in a localized gravity field, keeping the prisoner slightly off balance. The air was chilled to near freezing, and the lighting shifted in frequencies meant to induce acute paranoia in 98% of known sentient life. High Inquisitor Xyler stood before the metal restraint chair. His 4 compound eyes focused on General Vance. The human was heavily bound in magnetized carbon steel cuffs. His face was bruised, a streak of crimson human blood dried near his lip, but his breathing was rhythmic. Slow. Too slow. General Vance, Xyler's translator vocalized, clicking sharply. Your outer colony worlds are currently burning. Your fleet in the Orion Arm has been reduced to drifting scrap. You are the last of your command structure. Do you understand the mathematics of your situation? Vance didn't look up immediately. He slowly rolled his shoulders, the heavy chains rattling against the reinforced chair. When he finally raised his head, his biological eyes, devoid of the compound lenses of superior species, locked onto Xyler. I understand math just fine, Chief, Vance said. His voice wasn't shaking. It was flat. I also know that your shields take 4 seconds to recycle after a plasma discharge. But please go on. Xyler narrowed his primary eyes. Arrogance. It was a common psychological defense mechanism before the realization of death set in. You defy logic, Xyler hissed, leaning closer, bringing his mandibles inches from the human's face. We have scanned your biology. When exposed to extreme stress, your vitals should spike. Your heart rate should be a frantic drumming. Your adrenal glands should be flooding your system, paralyzing your cognitive functions. Yet your heart rate is 62 beats per minute. Why do you not fear us? We are the apex of this sector. General Vance let out a sound. It was low at first, a rumbling in his chest, before it erupted into a dry, raspy laugh. The sound echoed horribly in the sterile chamber. To Xyler, it sounded less like a civilized response, and more like a predator barking in the dark. You think adrenaline paralyzes us? Vance whispered, his tone suddenly dropping into an icy register. That's your first mistake, Bug. Adrenaline doesn't make us freeze. It unplugs the limiters our brains put on our muscles. It stops us from feeling pain. You think you're studying my fear? You're not. You've just locked yourself in a room with a species that spent 10,000 years learning how to turn terror into a weapon,